Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Inofhell with me, Lothaire Mordred, your host. Right here, we got for you to the news as well. Antifa have bought illegal firearms between the U.S. and Mexican border by drug cartels. Facebook is being like the PMRC again, censoring voices for political speakers. And the New York Times shows their true colors and how anti-Semitic and bigoted they really are. This is the same magazine that is very anti-Trump, very anti-conservative, but claim they're not racist, but actually doing racist things. Welcome to Inofhell.
The parking lot, they say an armed bystander.
That's so cool.
Sit down.
New York Times have showed their colors out to the world recently by posting an anti-Semitic cartoon insulting Trump and then also the Israeli leader of Israel. So, you know, this is really disgusting that the mainstream far left is now supporting this kind of shit. This kind of shit is like something out of 1940s Germany. This is fucked up right here. This is completely bigoted and narrow-minded, and yet this is the same magazine they claim that they're not racist, but putting cartoons like this that are very bigoted and narrow-minded. It doesn't surprise me that the far left would do something like this, because normally, and then they made an apology and retracted their cartoon and put up another anti-Semitic cartoon right after that. So, I mean, this is fucked up here. This is really fucked up, and they wonder why Donald Trump's the president of the United States, because they're kind of making themselves look bad. But of course, you know, bigoted people are going to be bigoted people regardless if you like it or not. And they're fucking nick. So, New York Times, go screw yourself. Really, go screw yourself. So, in other news, a violent group called Antifa is known for just destroying property, being total fascist. Also, they're known for punching people in the face, calling them Nazis, and then yet beat up on minorities and use racial slurs. They're hypocrites, they're far left, and they're a bunch of fucking liberal morons. Recently, the FBI has actually found out they were buying illegal firearms from drug cartels between the U.S. and Mexican border. It doesn't surprise me, because majority of these people are already have felony charges, and they can't go to a regular gun store to buy guns. The FBI have actually discluded that they were doing business deals with drug cartels and actually trying to do a violent coup against the border wall. And it doesn't surprise me, because they're very, anti-borders, states' rights, and they're very anti-democracy. When people vote for something, they throw a hissy fit and yell no, and then they want to act like a bunch of authoritarian pricks and force their will onto other people, which that's the definition of fascist. But clearly they claim they're anti-fascist, but no, they're not. They're not. They're a bunch of fucking idiots, and it doesn't surprise me. They're no different than the fascists that they claim they are, that they claim they are not. In other news, Facebook has banned 4 political speakers recently: Paul Joseph Watson, Milo Yiannopoulos, Alex Jones, and Louis Farrakhan. I'm not a fan of Louis Farrakhan because he's an anti-Semitic, homophobic, racist dirtbag that I don't like, and I think he's a disgrace, and I think he's sickening the stuff he says. Especially he said, "Oh, Hitler wasn't such a bad guy." He said that, and I think it's disgusting. But, why you would put him in the same label as Milo? Milo is Jewish, gay, and he's married to a black man. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. And he's not really political. He's more of a controversial figure. He's more of a shit poster. You know what I'm saying? Milo Yiannopoulos, he just was a person. He's just a major troll. That's what he is. I mean, he's very anti-feminist. He's anti, social justice, and I think almost everybody is anti-social justice warrior, except for social justice warriors, And then Paul Joseph Watson, he's not really that controversial. He's not even far right. He's more of a snarky conservative. He's kind of comical. He's kind of funny. I don't know why you would ban somebody like that. That's completely fucking stupid. I mean, he has his opinion on certain things. I don't agree with him on everything. And then, Alex Jones, he's a bit off his rocker, but he's not a violent person. He's just a bit insane, coming off with crazy conspiracy theories about how there's interdimensional different beings and stuff like that, and how that supposedly the water's turning the frogs gay and that kind of shit. But really, the frogs are not turning gay, they're just not having sex because of the water chemicals. But clearly, he's being hyperbolic on what he says. I think it's fucking ridiculous that now, it seems like these tech companies are becoming the PMRC now. They're coming to the point, they're restricting speech, they're censoring everybody, and they're now becoming the Puritans now. Oh, you can't say anything controversial, God forbid. That's the funny thing is, and I hate this whole argument they say, well, they're an independent company. No, they're not an independent company because they have been federal funded before. They had the federal government gave them money before. So ergo, they are not an independent company anymore. They are an open platform now, just like the phone company. They had federal funding before. They had U.S. government funding before. They had lobbyists have funded them before. So this whole, well, they're a private company, it's a bullshit answer because they have been federal funded before to even start their own businesses. So Facebook can kiss my ass. And it's bullshit. And at least Snoop Dogg of all people comprehends what the idea of freedom of speech is. And I'm not a fan of Snoop Dogg, but he is fucking right to the point that it's wrong to censor all these voices for no fucking fair reason, even though I clearly hate Louis Farrakhan. I hate to say it. I don't want to say it. He's a dirtbag, but one second. Farrakhan, you are a far left piece of garbage, close friends with Obama and other Democrats. Here you go. That's what I say. You see it? Yes, you have the freedom to, even though I hate you. Every dictatorship, they shut down speech that opposes their opinion. I'm for freedom of speech because our Constitution and our Bill of Rights and our founding fathers wanted that. Everybody's invited for the conversation. Everybody needs to be jumping into the conversation. This is why I keep on convincing my friend Richie. He is a great guy. Politically disagree with each other. He's a communist. I'm a free market capitalist, anarcho-capitalist. You know how it is. But we get along with a lot of things. We disagree and agree on a lot of things. We agree to disagree. But I keep on telling us, like, man, join the conversation. Join YouTube, man. Because we want more people in the fight for freedom of speech. We want more people to sit there and stand up and say, look, we should not be silenced. We have the right to say we want to. Because this is America, my friend. This is America. And all these tech companies claim they're independent corporations. No, they're not. Because they're funded by the government. They have lobbyists who are in the White House. So that argument is stagnant and stupid. And the video Snoop Dogg has made, that he sits there and said this here. And you know what? If we're all rise together and sit there and say, and stomp fascism and say, look, to these tech companies, you're not going to silence us. We have the right for freedom of speech. That says a lot. This is true activism, my friends.
What if we stop fucking with y'all? Facebook and Instagram? How the fuck y'all gonna ban Minister Louis Farrakhan for putting truth out there? I stand with him. I'm with him. Ban me, motherfucker. Ban me. Because I'm gonna keep posting this shit. I'm gonna keep putting Minister Louis Farrakhan out there. That's my dear brother. Fuck y'all that got a problem with him. Sorry about that, Minister. I had to bang for you. I know you don't permit that. But that ain't right.
Paul said, you have every right to say what you want to. You're allowed to be stupid, but you're not safe from criticism. And I 100% agree with that. And this is kind of odd that they ban these 4 people, but they're not going to ban other groups that are terrorist organizations, actual terrorist organizations. I'm not joking with you about this. I think it's kind of hypocritical that you have a terrorist organization named Antifa on Facebook. Oh, you're not going to ban them also? Oh, look, Richard Spencer. Oh, he's allowed to have a Facebook, right? The actual white nationalist who is actually have a Facebook. You're not going to ban him, right? Oh, look right here. It's David Duke himself, huh? Yeah. Facebook, you guys are hypocrites. You guys are complete hypocrites. You're not going to ban him also? Islamic World News. This is the same Facebook page that actually glorifies ISIS. Oh, so you're not going to ban them also? Okay, then. It seems kind of strange they still have a Facebook. I'm surprised by that, huh? Why are you not banning them? They're known for protesting outside, funerals of soldiers. They're known for bullying and harassing homosexuals and abortion clinics. So why are you not banning them? But you're complete hypocrites because you actually have domestic terrorists, organizations on your Facebook. On Facebook. But they're not banned. Oh, we're not going to ban Antifa. We're not going to ban ISIS groups. We're not going to ban Westboro Baptist Church. We're not going to ban Richard Spencer and David Duke because, you guys are complete fucking hypocrites. I mean, Paul, he's a bit snarky. He's a snarky conservative. Milo, he's a controversial person. Alex Jones is a crazy lunatic with a tenfold hat. And Louis Farrakhan's a piece of garbage. This is it. But the whole point of freedom of speech, you have every right to say what you want to, but you're not safe for criticism. That's the point. Because the opportunity of ideas, of a free market of ideas, actually helps with peace. It's better off speaking and arguing instead of fighting out in the streets. That's what I say. A war with words is usually a civilized society, but a war with fists is complete anarchy. Also, I got something else in the news as well that you guys might laugh at. I saved the best for last. I saved the most funniest for last. And this is a good sign about freedom of speech because people say stupid shit. They protest about stupid shit because it's kind of a little bit comical. Go for it. The first time I saw this, I was like, what am I looking at? Protests in Lexington, Kentucky recently. This group, I don't know what group it is, they were wearing all white, but they had bloodstains on their groin area, and they were anti-circumcision. They were anti-circumcision group, that they were against circumcisions, and they were completely against it, and they said it was messed up or something like that. I'm not an expert by circumcisions, if it's good or if it's healthy, if it's not, I don't know. But this group was protesting against circumcisions. And they looked fucking ridiculous with a blood spot around their groin area. It's a bit comical and a bit weird and a bit kind of like, what's going on? And I saw this on Facebook, of all things, and I was like, what? And they protested outside of a White Castle. They protested right at the middle of downtown. And it was like a very small group of 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. And they're right. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds insane. Same thing with these flat earthers. But it's good that we have these conversations, man. Especially with, I saw this recent debate between Ben Shapiro and this other Democratic candidate, Yang. And they had a huge debate between each other about universal allowance. That's the thing is, it was a civilized debate back and forth, and they had some good questions. And the one thing kind of concerns me more than anything else right now is replacement of human beings in automation. That's why it's kind of a tricky subject that we might have to look into and look for a solution. I don't really agree with Yang's solutions on automation, but it's a conversation that nobody's bringing up. And I think we should talk about this. This is the good thing about freedom of speech, because we can solve our problems with ideas. And we can innovate for a better future. But you got to ask you this question right here. Do you trust the government to control speech and control what you say? And as soon as they silence people's voices, they're going to silence your voice next. But you guys have a good one. God bless America. I'm out of here. Bye.